I'm here with Paul Chason from MediaCurrent, one of our partner agencies, and also a presenter at our Partner Day. Thanks for joining us here on camera.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So, you talked yesterday at our session about what it is to be an Agile agency. This is something that's super top of mind for us at Pantheon because we want to help agencies operate in a more agile fashion. But can you just give us a little background on MediaCurrent and how it is that you became one of the, I think, leading Agile agencies in the world?
Sure. Yeah, in 2007, we embarked on this journey to build a digital agency around Drupal. And in the process of building it, we came upon Agile and realized its value. A lot of big, complex Drupal projects that we were working on just demanded that we approach the project in an agile, iterative fashion. And a few years after we started developing Drupal-only sites, we really started to adjust and tweak our agency model around the practice of Agile. Making sure that our clients understood it's very difficult to concisely plan out a project from the very beginning, and that during our engagement, up to launch and beyond, it was really, really important for us to plan out each iterative step, quarterly along the way, in terms of features and how we were deploying those features against market factors that were changing, in our clients' marketplace.
Totally. I think every marketer that I know maybe produced an annual marketing plan, but it didn't survive more than a quarter, and that applies to the sites we're launching too, right? We learn things as we get into these projects, and it changes the way where we want to go and what we want to deliver. So to me, it just makes perfect sense to work in this way. But I imagine it takes some mindset changes on behalf of your customers.
It does.
How do you educate them?
So it's a great question. These conversations need to happen early on in the buying process. New clients that we engage with often, they may have heard about Agile, kind of in conversations at their organization, but they don't really understand how it's applied in the real world. We have the textbook version of Agile that has a lot of very specific principles, and then there's the real world version of Agile that is based on the textbook version, but its application really needs to be kind of loose in terms of how it's applied to each digital agency's unique business model.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think my experience with Agile is that there are structured methods out there, but the goal is not to be dogmatic about the way that you apply them. In fact,
I agree.
There's an engine in Agile, which is the retrospective, which is designed to actually fit your method to your project team, company, or culture.
I'm glad you mentioned retrospective. That's really one of the core tenets that we focus on in our application of Agile. It's so critical to measure activity that's happening, from sprint to sprint, from demo to demo, deployment to deployment, and evaluate, what activity is happening after, a site was deployed or a campaign was deployed. And during the next sprint, you look back and identify, hey, here are some things that need to be adjusted based on what the market is telling us through analytics, maybe through client feedback, and other avenues.
So you guys are one of the top Drupal agencies out there. I'm curious, how does Pantheon as a technology help you support your Agile practice? What role do we have to play?
Pantheon helps us get to market quicker, simply put. There's a lot of automation that happens behind the scenes. Pantheon developer dashboard is extremely intuitive and easy to use. And what we like about Pantheon is it takes a lot of the gearhead thinking just out of getting code out on the internet.
Awesome. One last question for you. So we're in day 2 here, or maybe day 3. If you were in the Monday sessions. What is the thing that you're most excited about at this DrupalCon?
I am most excited about the innovation that's happening. I mean, and that might sound cliche, but every DrupalCon, it seems like there's something new, leading edge that's happening in the open source space, and specifically around content management. I'm really excited about a lot of the UI improvements that seem to be happening in the marketplace. Decoupled, we're really, really passionate about it. We feel like it's the kind of the next wave for organizations who are embarking on, creating a digital platform. They've got the freedom to paint their UI and their UX as they see fit, and it not really be tied to integrations or configurations that are, kind of embedded in the CMS.
Awesome. Well, Paul, thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your DrupalCon.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Roland.
All right.